Welcome everyone, today we do something I've never done before, so bear with me because I've never done a ranking video before. But today I wanted to do my top 10 slashers of all time. I'm going to start off by doing 2 honourable mentions, then I'll move on to my top 10. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So the first honourable mention is the first Sleepaway Camp movie. It's a great slasher movie. It'd be in my top 15 for sure. Great kills, and the twist at the end is so iconic, and it's made the movie a cult classic. And I don't know, Sleepaway Camp it's just a great movie. So yeah, didn't make the top 10 though, so that's an honourable mention. And then unfortunately this has to be an honourable mention, even though I would have liked it to be in the top 10, but there wasn't enough room. But that is the first CANDYMAN movie. A great movie. I sometimes feel like I'm maybe doing it I don't know what the word is, a disservice calling it just a slasher, even though it is usually tend to be a slasher. But it's such a great movie, and it's got such a great story to it, and Tony Todd's performance of CANDYMAN is just so iconic. And yeah, but unfortunately didn't make the top 10. In fact, I only watched CANDYMAN last year, so I was so surprised and a bit disappointed I'd never seen it before. Anyway, so number 10 is the Slumber Party Massacre. Great slasher movie. I love this movie. Again, it's one that I watched a couple of years ago for the first time, and I absolutely loved it and had a blast watching it. It's sort of like I think I've said this before, it's like a comedic parody of slasher films at the time. It just takes the most bare bones approach and the formula, but it's such a fun movie, and the Driller colour is awesome. And yeah, Slumber Party Massacre, great movie, and I've got that at number 10. Number 8 is excuse me. Number 8 is The Burning. A great, I would say underrated slasher, but it's getting quite a bit of a cult following now, so I'm not going to say it's underrated anymore. But such an iconic film, especially for the raft scene sequence. Tom Savini's effects in this movie are absolutely brilliant. Yeah, The Burning, great movie. I'm trying not to spend too much on each film, even though I could probably talk all day about each one. Next up is number 8. And that is Halloween 2. Now, it's probably a very controversial movie to put above the ones I've done so far, but I've always loved Halloween 2. Every Halloween I watch the first and the second back to back. I love it just as much as the first. It's my second favourite Halloween movie. It's just, I love the setting of it. It's so eerie and creepy, and yeah, great movie. I love Halloween 2. So it's at number 8. Number 7 is Wes Craven's Scream. A great slasher movie. Everyone says this. It revitalised the slasher genre, which is dead by the time this came out. But it breathed new life into the genre and kicked off a load of new slashers, such as Urban Legend and I Know What You Did Last Summer. But the original Scream is a masterpiece. I absolutely love it. And the Ghostface killer's become such a pop culture icon. Number 6 is My Bloody Valentine, and I watched this last night in the uncut version in HD, and it's such a fun movie to watch in full HD. Anyway, yeah, My Bloody Valentine, great movie, great setting, great killer, great kills, great characters, great story. I just love this movie. All these movies I'm talking about I absolutely love, and I can't find any faults with. But yeah, My Bloody Valentine, great movie. If you've never seen it before, definitely check it out. Now, next up is number 5, and that is the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I love original Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Wes Craven's masterpiece along with Scream. Such a great, iconic movie. Freddy Krueger, everyone knows who he is. He's such a pop culture icon. I love a few of the sequels. They do go off the rails a bit. I like the remake as well, but the original, I don't think it's been beaten in the series so far. So there we have the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Next up is number 4, and that's going to be a Friday 13th movie, and it's going to be Friday 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. I know a lot of people wouldn't have that in their top 10. It tends to be the 4th or the 2nd, or I've even seen the remake be placed quite high, but I love the Part 6. Such a great movie. I can see where people come from, where they don't tend to like how it's sort of a self-aware movie, and they prefer Jason to be a lot more like a scary, like grounded Friday 13th movie. But I love Jason Lives. Yeah, and CJ Graham is probably my favourite Jason. Such a great look for Jason as well in that movie. Great kills. Next up is number 3, and that is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie is just fantastic. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love this movie. Leatherface is such an icon. Nothing I can say about this probably will give it justice. It's such an iconic horror film, such a great horror film, and I absolutely love it. In fact, I love the sequel just as more, which is probably, just as much, which is an unpopular opinion. Second is going to be Black Christmas. I watched this for the first time last year after hearing a lot of great things, and I was kicking myself thinking, why didn't I watch this before? What a great movie. Such a great atmosphere in the movie. The characters are realistic. I love the setting as well, and it's just everything about it. This may be a spoiler here if you haven't seen it, so yeah, spoiler ahead, but it's so awesome. You don't actually ever find out who the killer was, and the fact that the killer gets away. What an iconic killer and a movie, and I love Black Christmas. What a great movie. And number 1 is, I know it's a bit cliche 'cause it's for everyone, but John Carpenter's Halloween. Everyone loves this movie. I've even seen some people say it's overrated at this point. But I don't know what else I can say that hasn't been said about this movie. Yeah, it's Michael Myers. That says it all. I absolutely love the original Halloween. Such a great setting, and I just love that blue and dark lighting during the film, and the original mask as well. I watch this film multiple times a year. I absolutely love Halloween, and yeah. So that's going to be my top 10 slashers of all time. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not exactly used to doing ranking videos, so yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.